we should be online now. Welcome to the 30th Hohner live stream together with Iman Rahimipour from Toronto, Canada. Welcome, Iman. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this.
Hi, Konstantin, and thanks for having me here. And hello to everybody that are watching us today or tonight. I don't know where you are located. Maybe it's night or it's a day, but a warm welcome to all of you guys.
Great. Yeah. So I'm very excited. I mean, this is the 30th version of the episode of the Hohner Live. I only started to invite people over or like virtually over to the stream due to the COVID situation.
Yeah.
But it's a great experience for me to get to know harmonica players all over the world better and better. And I really appreciated when you wrote an email to me that you were interested, and yeah, nice to have you on here. So you're in Toronto right now. You said it's like 3 p.m. at your place.
Yeah, it's 3 p.m. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. But you are originally from Iran, from Shiraz, what I read. Is that true?
Yeah, from Shiraz. Maybe you heard Shiraz from the wine. Because one of the famous wine in the world is Shiraz wine. And yeah, that's the city of wine and poetry. And yeah, I'm coming from Shiraz.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know too much about wine. I actually just started to drink earlier this year. I never drank before that.
Okay.
So,
but yeah, Shiraz wine is a good one. If you want to try a good wine, yeah, just looking for a Shiraz wine.
Nice, yeah. And like talking about poetry, I only know Rumi. That's Persian poetry, is it?
Yeah, we have. Also, we have many poets, famous poets, in like Hafiz. You have a good. Sadi, Hafiz, Rumi, what kind? Ferdowsi.
Okay.
If you read the Shahnameh, we have a great book from our ancient history that we call it Shahnameh. It's like a story from Iran from 1,000 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, you got to write that again, or like maybe. You can write stuff into the chat too. I sent you the link earlier, but yeah, if people are interested, you can maybe check it out too.
Yeah.
But we are here to talk about music and harmonica.
Yeah, exactly. Today is a harmonica day and music day.
Yeah, exactly.
And actually, it's a good trademark for every harmonica players that you have created. Congratulations to you and the Hohner company, because I think it was empty space for the harmonica players all around the world. And it's a good place to introduce themselves and what they are doing right now, or what challenges they are facing right now because due to COVID-19. And it's a hard time for everyone, especially for the harmonica players, because I think that still the harmonica is a small industry in the music world. For pianists and guitarists, it's a big chance to survive, but for harmonica players, it's tough. And thanks to you and to Hohner company for just providing these like live shows for the harmonica players to share their skills, their experiences. Maybe they can help other people that are interested in learning harmonica and the new stuff. Thank you.
And that's the thing, like that's how people learn nowadays. I mean, maybe you saw them too, like the two Chinese girls playing harmonica, like on the Diatonic. They are crazy. I think I can stop playing harmonica now. And of course, I mean, maybe they have their teachers, I'm not sure, but they are also like influenced by the videos that are being uploaded online on YouTube, of course. So
Yeah,
that's
I
just
think that's the same story for all of us, because when I started learning harmonica many years ago, like, I don't know, 16 years ago. And so the YouTube was not that great as this year or the last year.
yeah.
It was a small platform, and there were no resources for learning harmonica. But after like 3 or 4 years, so I could find some videos on YouTube from different harmonica players. So I just realized that we have different styles in harmonica playing, because, still I think the people don't have a good perception of harmonica in their mind,
Yeah.
because they don't know what they can do with the harmonica and what's the difference between the diatonic harmonica, chromatic harmonica, and the styles or genre that they can cover with these two different kind of harmonica, or the other different kind of harmonica.
Yeah. And it's even like within the music industry, like talking about sound man or something, they maybe have a different perception of the harmonica. And that's why I sometimes sound bad at a concert.
Mhm.
I gotta hire my own sound man soon.
Yeah,
But yeah.
that's the trouble for, yes, for sound checking. And in sound check, yeah, you are great, but at the moment that you start playing on the stage, everything is like, it's hum, hum, hum. And yeah, I think because we are working with the high frequency notes,
Yeah,
it's
that's true.
hard to balance all the levels with the other. So especially when you are playing on a third octave of the harmonica, it's very high. So yeah, I think, yeah, they need to have a good equipment for a leveled sound for the audience.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So, how did the whole year like influence your work? Did you also get into live streaming, or did you also get into online teaching?
Online teaching, yes, I do, but live streaming, it's the first one.
Great.
Yeah, that's the
Perfect.
first one for live streaming. But yeah, I do online teaching in several years, because
Okay.
I had many students in Iran back home, and like 150 per month. So that was a huge number of students. So when I moved to another country, so I need a platform to teach them online. So
Yeah.
during these days, I learned how I can just improve my online teaching. So I have my own platform right now, and I use my own stuff to teach the students online.
Yeah. So then you're teaching in English and probably in Farsi too,
Yeah, both.
and also in French. Do you speak some French?
Oui, je peux parler français. Yes, I can, but
J'ai appris le français à l'école, mais j'ai oublié tout.
because j'habitais à Montréal pour le moment, because I live in Montreal for a while, and
Okay, yeah.
that was a great experience, because they are a French speaker, so I learned French language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really
It's a
forgot
good
like
language.
everything. It's like so sad. But I learned a little bit of it at school.
Yeah, the language is like playing any instrument. If you don't practice, you forget everything in
Yeah.
a blink of eye. That's all.
Yeah. That's how it is.
Yeah.
So for me, like learning harmonica was like a very YouTube played a big role. How was it for you when you started out playing harmonica? Like what was your main influence and how did you get information?
Okay, so I mentioned that I started learning harmonica. So the first harmonica was the tremolo harmonica. It's the same story for, I think, most of the harmonica players, because it's a cheap and
Yeah, or like it's
you can find it in every house. So I
that's it.
started
Yeah, it's the
learning.
instrument you probably know from your parents or even your grandparents.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So then I decided to just, because I started my music with guitar, I was playing heavy metal, and but after I decided to switch to harmonica and learn harmonica. So I searched the online materials to find which harmonica is better, and what methods that I can use to learn harmonica. So at that moment, I found Franz Schmel.
Okay,
I
yeah.
really like Franz Schmel, and I had a chance to get to Turk. I had a chance to take online classes for with Franz Schmel for a while. That was great. He was great, but at that moment, there was players like Willy Berger, Toots Telemann, and Larry Adler's. I found some videos from Larry Adler, but Francis Schmel, yeah, influenced me more than the others. And
Yeah.
after Francis Schmel, yeah, Toots Telemann, and I I just found that jazzy tunes it's very cool to play on harmonica. So after a while, I decided to learn blues harmonica, and thanks to Facebook, because at that moment we had a Facebook. I think these days Facebook is dead because the Instagram is up, but Facebook,
Yeah.
I think don't work,
But still,
doesn't
like
work
there are
like.
still like a lot of harmonica groups in on Facebook, right?
Yeah, and I just contacted with David Barrett, and because he has an online school, bluesharmonica.com, and I reached out to David. Hey, David, I want to learn blues harmonica.
Yeah.
What can I do? And he just sent me the link. Here is my website. You can take the classes. And I took the classes, and I passed the levels and the courses. And so you can find my name on his website as accredited harmonica instructor. And but these days, I don't play even the classical music or even the blues music, because I found that uh, I like a different style on harmonica. And
Yeah.
that was my story.
So the first instrument you fell in love with was the chromatic harmonica,
Yeah,
and you played guitar before that.
yeah. I
Okay.
played and teach. Yeah, both.
And how would you say? I mean, you talked about that. How did like or do rock music and heavy metal music still influence your harmonica playing?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, because after year and year, you change your mind. I was like that because the first time I started music, um, heavy metal was a huge target for me. Yeah,
Okay.
I want to play guitar like Metallica, or my idol was a Slash. Oh, I love Slash. And I bought a Gibson guitar exactly like the Slash guitar.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. But after years, so because when you get older, maybe you change your mind. You are looking for more peaceful music than when you are young. That was for me. That worked for
Okay.
me. Yeah. And
Yeah, that's interesting.
which study you start?
Which style I started with?
Yeah.
I mean, the first inspiration that I listened to on TV, actually, he was playing like very very basic evergreen music. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was playing Ave Maria by Bach. So that was the first thing I wanted to play. And then there was just the stuff I saw on the internet. And obviously, I started out playing blues. And when blues got boring, the only thing I saw online was jazz. And then I got into jazz heavily. Only started to play classical like 3 years ago. And yeah, at the same time, I'm into pop music like all the time, but like switching styles all the time too. Yeah.
But at the moment, your favorite style is jazz, right?
I'm not sure. Like the most concerts I'm playing right now are in a duo with my pianist, and we are really focusing on classical and like film/world music.
Okay.
But we both can play jazz, so it's a little jazzy. Yeah, I mean I like to improvise, but I'm not a huge fan of like jazz.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. So you talked about your musical influences on the harmonica, and yeah, you said you played rock and heavy metal music. You played in a gypsy jazz band.
Yeah.
And how about the harmonica band? You're playing Persian music with them?
Yeah, good question.
Because we want to get into Persian music today also, because Iman wants to teach us a little song today.
Yeah, good news. Yeah. So the story started like this. I watched a video on YouTube from Hohner Klang. Am I right?
Oh yeah, Hohner Klang.
Yeah. And when I saw the video, I thought, wow, that's the band I like to have here in Iran. And I had many students. So I started the band and just got the name from Persian harmonica band, the first part of the Persian and the last part of the harmonicas. So the short name is Permonica, Persian harmonica band. Then I started to write the partitures for the band members. So that was tough because you couldn't find any repertoire for harmonica bands, and
Wow,
you
yeah,
have
of course.
Yeah, I think it's the same story because you have to sit and just grab I don't know the music and just write it down for all the members, like sound one, sound two, or harmonica one, harmonica two. It's like
Yeah.
a string ensemble, but for harmonica ensemble, it's a little bit difficult because the sound is not like a violin. And so if you just use very high frequency notes for everyone, so the orchestra doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
So that was the challenge. And I changed the notes many times to just come up with a great idea for a performance. So first time I started with the famous songs or evergreen songs. And yeah, and after a while, I decided to just add some Persian tunes to our band. Persian tunes like the folk songs of Persia,
Yeah.
Persian folk songs. So that was a great chance for me because I experienced many stuff there, because I had to write for like harmonica one, harmonica two, and we were the first harmonica band in Iran that we had like chord harmonica. And also I added piano, guitar bass, or bass guitar. And
Yeah, that's exciting to arrange.
yeah, at the moment, in some moments, yeah, I just added the choir to the band. So the band got bigger and bigger, and we had like 100 band members. And before performance, I just had to just choose the best players or most or the guys that were ready for performance. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was a great experience for me at that moment. And we had several articles in different countries, like uh, Harmonica magazine in United UK.
Yeah.
I forgot the name. Yeah, they wrote an article from Harmonica, and also um, Mishaila Kitske.
Yeah.
You know.
Of course.
She is very kind, and they invited us for a performance at Trossingen, but at that moment the politics between Iran and Germany was not good, so we couldn't get the visa for coming to Trossingen for the performance.
Yeah.
That was bad, but yeah, then they wrote an article on the local magazine about the harmonica. That was good. That was a good experience for me.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe, hopefully, we can see each other like at maybe at next year's World Harmonica Festival in Trossingen.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that because I really like to see all the harmonica players over
Yeah.
there.
I mean,
Yeah.
if the whole event can take place as usual, I mean that will be like a very, very big and long awaited gathering, I think. Yeah.
So we have to pray for just the COVID-19, just go
Yeah.
and let us to do our normal life.
Yeah. Maybe we can make it go away with some music. So what's the song you want to teach us today, the Persian piece?
Yeah, so for today, I've chosen two different songs. One is a very popular song, and the second one is a Persian folk song. The first one is The House of the Rising Sun, which is not the Persian.
Yeah.
But why I have chosen that one, because the rhythm is 6/8, and I assumed maybe it's better to just teach the 6/8 rhythm with a famous song that maybe anybody heard
That's
before.
so true.
And, yeah, and then move to the next one.
Yeah. Okay. Because the Persian one is also in 6/8.
Yeah, both
Okay.
of. Yeah,
It's
the
funny
both are
because
in
like I
6/8.
visited a concert on Sunday. There was like the second concert I visited, like just as a visitor, after, I don't know, since February or something.
Yeah.
And after the concert, like I think the DJ of like, it was like a hip hop concert, but like the DJ of like one artist, he asked me to play harmonica, and he asked me to play The House of the Rising Sun. That was the first thing he asked for.
What a coincidence. Yeah. Okay. So for playing House of the Rising Sun, I think everyone can find a link underneath. So I put the
Oh yeah, exactly.
harmonica tabs and notes, so they can download if they want to follow with the tabs or the notes.
Yeah.
I put both for both harmonica, for diatonic harmonica, and also for the chromatic harmonica. And for playing the House of the Rising Sun, it's in 6/8. So for playing 6/8, it's a compound rhythm. It means that you have to count it like 1, 2, 1, 2, and on each beat you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 2 beats on each beat. We have like 3 beats. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bop, 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 bop.
Yeah, that's important that we have like 2, 3 note, or like 3
Yeah.
note groups, basically.
yeah, the first step is that just have a good sense of the rhythm, because when you are playing in 6/8, it's very important that have a good sense of dub dub dub, because uh, most of the songs are written in 4/4, and switching from 4/4 to 6/8 maybe is challenging, and you need to just understand the rhythm. So
Yeah,
it's
even
like
if you have it in
one,
your
two,
ear,
three.
like it can be weird. Also, maybe improvising, like your phrases don't come out evenly as you're used to.
Yeah,
So that's
exactly.
challenging.
So the first step is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and count it down until you feel, yeah, you're comfortable with the rhythm. And the next step is, so you can download the music sheet from my website.
Oh yeah,
And
I will do that
also
too.
yeah, and also I prepared backing tracks for both of the songs, so they can um, follow the songs and practice the songs with the backing track after they learn how to play those songs.
Nice, yeah.
So if you are ready, we can start with House of the Rising Sun.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one, House of the Rising Sun, I start with diatonic harmonica.
You played it on a C harmonica in D minor, right?
Yeah, it's on third position of
Okay.
harmonica. For those who don't know about the positions on harmonica, it's like if the first position is the scale or the tune on your harmonica. So if I grab the C harmonica, the second position should be G. So you need to go up 5 notes, C, D, E, F, G. So the second position is G, which we are using for blues, or it's a mixolydian mode. And if you go up 5 another notes, G, A, B, C, D, then you will get to like D. It's the third position. It's a Dorian, right? So the song is written in Dorian mode. So the first measure, or the first bar, is starting with the upbeat note. So you have to count it down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and start from the 6. You can use the first octave here or
Yeah.
the middle, but uh, I suggest you to start with the middle octave, because you don't need any bend notes. But if you start here, you need to, yeah, it's F here, so you need, and A note, so you need 2 bend notes. Maybe
Yeah.
yeah, it's
You
more
need both
challenging.
of it, 2 whole step band and 3 whole step band, and it's
Yeah,
maybe not easy to intonate.
exactly. Okay. It's
Yeah, that's the lower
on the
octave.
first, but yeah, it's better to start with the second
Yeah.
octave or
By the way,
middle
which
octave.
instrument are you playing? Like which
It's the
model was?
Hohner. It's a Hohner uh, crossover.
Okay. Is that your standard? Like, is that your go-to harmonica?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So for finding the right place for blowing and drawing, uh, you can do like yawning for draw notes, and you can fake cough for the blow notes. Then you can find the right place for playing the harmonica. And After, so I use my diaphragm here. The good thing here is that we can use like a deep or like pre-bend or bend, a little bend here on 4 draw.
Oh yeah,
If
I
we
never know
start
what to
here.
call that. I always say it's a scoop. Have you ever
It's a
heard about
deep.
that? A scoop? That's what I call a scoop.
I remember that David Barrett called it deep. It's a deep.
Okay.
It's a nice effect on that when you play on the third position, so you can do this on 6 and 4 draw, and that's a good effect if you are playing on the third position.
Yeah.
So we start like I can play with the backing track.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, yes, let's listen to your version. So we get the tune into our ears.
Okay. Can you hear the sound?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, there's one time through middle octave.
Yeah. So if you want, you can change the octave. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So the first thing first is that you have to just sing it like a song. La 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 la. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5. La la pa 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 da pa da. And then when you feel that you are comfortable and you can sing it without any interruption, then you are ready to just grab your harmonica and start playing.
Yeah, I also feel like sometimes it even makes sense to maybe learn the lyrics and sing the words.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, this song is famous, so maybe some of you out there know the lyrics. I don't.
Yeah, it's very famous. And on Chromatic, the story is same, but here I add, you can add also the time split for playing the octaves on harmonica.
Oh yeah.
And the time split is like you have to put 4 holes on in your mouth and just block the 2 middle holes with your tongue, your tip of your tongue. But in some places, you don't have the actual octave because the first and the fourth one, D and D,
That's an octave, yeah.
Is complete, and the blow notes are complete. But the second one and the fifth one is a fake octave. It's not the real or actual octave, because we have a seventh interval here. It's not 8.
Yeah, I mean, that's an advantage of the chromatic harmonica. We can play like chromatically and play the octave everywhere.
yeah, that's the place that we can use the chromatic harmonica for full advantage of octaves. So the story is same, but the place is, if you like play 4, it should be like here 5. Just the numbers.
Yeah.
But we can add some more flavors with like the octave note. But it's more difficult than the diatonic harmonica, because here you need to put 5 holes in your mouth.
And then you gotta block 3.
Yeah.
When I started to learn that technique, I just got like a basic like Hohner Harmonica.
Okay.
Oh, that's better for the YouTube. And I started to do that because I listened to Dennis Grönling a lot. And he was playing a lot of blues in D minor on the chromatic and stuff. And always playing octaves. And I was just like practicing so much, like I really hurted like my mouth on both sides here. Like it didn't look great.
Yeah. But it sounds great.
Some other harmonicas are like a little more ergonomic, like the CX12 or something.
Yeah, but for playing the octaves, I prefer to use 16 holes harmonicas, because you have more room and more space.
That's true.
The octave, especially for the lower notes. But on 12 holes harmonicas, so you have to switch to single notes when you are playing the lower octave.
Yeah.
So I prefer to use 16 holes.
Oh, I gotta get one. Yeah, I don't have one.
Yeah.
Wow, I just started to see the chat. I didn't get all the messages at all. I was just like wondering, and that's why I was asking like from where people are tuning in. I didn't read all these questions and comments.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I should get rid of the chat overlay. Yeah, I will do so. Maybe I can. I'm sure that I can like stream in 1080p next time, and then you're able to read it.
Yep.
Is there anything else we missed?
Patrice is here. Bonsoir, Patrice.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Je m'appelle Konstantin.
Je m'appelle.
Oh yeah, we answered that question by Tina about your beginnings of playing harmonica. Is there anything else? Oh, there's a comment in Spanish. I don't understand that. And yes, you're playing a crossover. That's true. Diatonic is the better harmonica. That's also common.
It depends, yeah.
Well, okay. Oh, Armand says this life is so boring. I'm sorry. I mean, these are basic songs, so this is for beginners maybe. So maybe tune in to another stream soon. But thank you for tuning in. So yeah, let's go to the chromatic harmonica.
Okay.
So I have the CX12. I never played this piece on the chromatic, but so you use the octaves the whole time, right? And then I run out of octaves. I should get the 16-hole one.
Yeah, but I use a combination with single notes and the octave notes. Not all the time octave notes, because it's not good, and it's better to switch between the single and the octave notes. And also I use the flatter.
Yeah, I mean,
like
we can use all the
and
notes.
you have to put your slap your tongue on a hole so you can. That sound is like accordion, like.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I mean, it's also very frequently used in like flamenco, Argentinian style, chromatic harmonica playing, and
yeah, because the sound is like accordion, and you can use the chords or the octaves or the intervals while you are playing.
Yeah, I mean, especially on the draw, we have like the D minor chord available and can play the whole thing. Like that never sounds bad over House of the Rising Sun.
Okay, so let's jump to playing with the chromatic harmonica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let us know in the chat, which version do you like better, the chromatic or the diatonic? Don't want to start a war here, but just interested.
Honestly, I use both of them. It depends on the situation and the song.
Yeah.
Sometimes the diatonic harmonica is better and the sound is better for certain purposes, but sometimes the chromatic harmonica sounds better for in some situations. You know, if you are playing like I don't know, Spanish music or Spanish tunes or Persian tunes, I prefer chromatic harmonica or classical music. But there are many players like you that all the time use just the diatonic harmonica. That's cool. But what I'm doing is just use both of them. It depends on the situation that I'm playing.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there are situations where like people just wanted the chromatic sound, and then I went on stage with the chromatic harmonica. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because the sound is different. Both of them are harmonica, but the sound for chromatic harmonica is different than the diatonic harmonica, and the frequency is a little bit lower than the diatonic harmonica.
The overtones are different. Yeah.
Yeah,
and also,
but if you are playing just like rock music and blues, that would be your number one choice.
So I really like the diatonic version because like you can catch the bluesiness of the piece a little more. And there's that B flat chord in there, which adds to the bluesiness. It's like most of the time incorporated in like minor blues pieces too, like in the ninth bar. Playing the blues note on 6-hole halftone bend. That's what you can do over that chord very well. Yeah, exactly. Armin is asking, can you transpose this song to D sharp minor? Oh, sorry, I mean C sharp minor. C sharp minor is not that easy, right? I mean, I'm sure that I can do D sharp minor. You just got to push the button in on the chromatic harmonica. Yeah.
That's the shortcut, yeah?
Yeah. In Iran, is the diatonic more used or the chromatic? That's what Patrice is asking.
Yeah. So most of the players are using the chromatic harmonica, but I'm away for like 5 years from Iran. I don't know at the moment which harmonica most they are using, but I think it's still the chromatic harmonica because it's you can do the Persian music with the chromatic harmonica better than diatonic harmonica, and I will show you in the next song that how I can use the slide for more like Persian flavor, to add more Persian flavor to the song. So
okay,
you don't have access to those techniques on diatonic harmonica. That's why I prefer to use like chromatic harmonica for Persian songs. That's my choice, but there are too many players that are using just diatonic harmonica. That's their choice, but my choice is chromatic.
Yeah, that's what I see on Instagram too. I have the feeling that there are like a lot of harmonica players in Iran on Instagram too. There's a lot of chromatic harmonica. There are some diatonic players. I mean, we also had Babak on the stream.
Yeah.
Who's really focusing on the diatonic.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's definitely doable. But yeah, let's go to the Persian song.
Yeah.
So that's called Daya Daya.
Yeah, it's a Daya Daya, it's a folk song. The rhythm is the same as the first one.
Okay.
And it's in 6/8. But here I use the slide, and because in Persian music we use the ornaments all the time, so you have to add those little notes before the main note, and that's the trick, that you can add some flavors in your playing. So the first note is E, or I can play it here. So
of course, that stuff is harder to do, like very articulate on the diatonic.
Yeah, it's not doable on diatonic harmony, is it?
Yeah, it really depends, like on the section of the instrument where you're playing on. Like sometimes it's doable, like with a very quick switch, like in mouth breathing, switching between holes maybe too. But of course, you can't really decide about like
difficult.
Which note you're switching to for the ornament. It's like fixed to the instrument, and of course it's like basically chromatic all the time for the chromatic harmonica. It's just a half step, so it's more consistent. But maybe you can play it first with the backing track, because I don't know the piece.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Drink water. Okay, let's. The sound is not.
Okay, I'm sure that I can't do that on the Diatonic.
Yeah, too many ornaments, and yeah, I think it's not doable on diatonic harmonica, but you can play it. But
Yeah, there will be like other places where you can put in some ornaments that won't be exactly the same, of course. But yeah, some stuff is like maybe possible with like mouth breathing.
yeah, maybe, yeah.
That's possible, but yeah, that's takes a lot of practice.
So for I have to add that how to use the slide button here. So the simple note is like E, F, G, 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 G. Okay. Then we can use the slide button on G because we have E, F, G, 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 G. Yeah.
That's my imitation.
Exactly. Yeah.
But of course, you're moving up chromatically to like the A flat.
Yeah. Even on E. So you can compare that this one and this one.
Okay.
So
yeah,
it adds more Persian flavor to the song. So that's why I'm using the chromatic harmonica because it gives me the power of using those notes on high speed notes.
yeah. I mean, even for Stevie Wonder, that's like a thing to use these inflections. Like they are just part of his playing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Frank is writing that sometimes the harmonica gets a little quiet when you play. That I think that's a Zoom setting. You know about these settings with like where it's like suppressing like background noise or something.
I think when
You
we
can turn
increase
that
the
off,
sound, it just cut it down to just keep the volume balance, I think.
Yeah. What else? There's a Russian comment. I don't understand it. It's something about diatonic and chromatic. Sometimes people think that I'm Russian. I had like situations after concerts that people were coming up to me and talk to me in Russian because they thought I'm Russian just because of my like first name.
Yeah.
I had to disappoint them. Yeah. There's Ulrike asking, which tips do you have for diatonic harmonica players who would like to start playing chromatic harmonica?
Okay, the tips for first of all, have a chromatic harmonica. The second tip is pretty similar to the diatonic harmonica, but somehow it's easier than the diatonic harmonica because you don't have the missed note. Like on diatonic harmonica, we have the F or the A or
it's
B
more
flat. So you have to learn how to bend on harmonica to just produce those notes. But on a chromatic harmonica, it's ready to just play all the notes. And the actual tip maybe is a slightly different on the size, because when you are playing the blues harmonica, it's very little instrument and you can keep it easily in your hand. But if you switch to chromatic harmonica, especially when you are using the 16-hole harmonica, it's difficult to just use the same position for just holding your harmonica. So you need to just adapt your hands and your mouth with the new harmonica. And so another difference is that on chromatic harmonica, you have the mouthpiece here. So you don't have the mouthpiece here. So it's flat.
Yeah.
When you play, so when
you're basically closer
to
the reed with the diatonic too.
Yeah. But here, you need to just put the mouthpiece in your lips. So that's the difference. And to just save the air that you are blowing or drawing from your harmonica. And the other difference is that you can't play that much as the diatonic harmonica. If you used to play all the notes with the bands, it's not a good idea to do it with your chromatic harmonica because maybe damage your reeds, so you have to replace that reeds. And
I really gotta send in my chromatic harmonicas. I mean, I think I lost some valves, I think, and I need them to get that like Stevie Wonder sound, of course, right?
Yeah, the Stevie Wonder's harmonica sounds great, I think, because the sound equipment that they are using, because the harmonica itself, like most of the harmonicas sounds similar, you know, but it's very important which effects are you using and the sound technician, how to just get the sound on a stage or for recording. That's the difference between the difference between the sounds.
Yeah, I mean, harmonica. But also like a lot of the effects, like Stevie Wonder is like the person in charge for that. So his harmonicas are tuned like very high, and he's bending them down like a lot, basically. So I'm sure that he's even above like 442 hertz or something. So maybe it's like 444, and he's basically bending every note. So that's why he has that juicy flavor.
Yeah, but you can do the bend notes on chromatic harmonica, not that much as the diatonic harmonica, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because the mechanism behind the reeds are different, and so you can use those bends. So maybe you can just on some.
Yeah, it's limited.
It doesn't work. Yeah.
I mean, it's maybe more even if the harmonica is like very well set up, and that's maybe like also like a general thing. You can always play a little lower than your harmonica is tuned, but you can't play higher than your harmonica is tuned.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're playing on stage and you're talking about like the tuning of the piano, keep that in mind.
Yeah.
If the piano is too high, you're lost.
Exactly. And the other problem is the tune between the piano, because it's 440 a standard tune, and harmonica plays between 436 to 448. It's a range.
Yeah, I mean, you can do a lot with the bendings too, especially. I mean, in the end, you are in charge of like the intonation, almost 100%. At least on the diatonic, yeah.
So what do you think about harmonica in Germany?
The harmonica
and then
community?
I tell you what I think about the harmonica in Canada.
Are you talking about like the community of the instrument?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I got to know it even better during the last months, basically, just because I started to do these online streams in German every day. So I try to do it every day. It's not always possible, but yeah, I think like since March I streamed like for 175 times. And we started, I created like a Discord server, and a lot of them are also tuning in right now. So, of course, like the community is a little small, but the live streams really help to like get people inspired, like also from each other. If they can upload their recordings to the Discord server, you hear somebody else or see somebody else who's maybe your age or younger than you, playing better than you, or playing something completely different than you. So that helps a lot. But at the same time, what I see, at least what I see on Facebook and stuff, is like that there could be maybe more younger players coming up here in Germany or here in Europe. The strong young players that I see online are coming from Asia or other places, but not from Europe necessarily. Or maybe I just haven't seen them. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's what I would love to see, and that's what these are the people that I want to inspire to play harmonica. Yeah.
When I moved to Canada 5 years ago, and so yeah, I mentioned that I was living in Montreal for approximately 2 years, and there was a great harmonica venue there, and they had a group or harmonica community there, and they called Harmonica a cappella, and it was a bi-weekly event in Montreal, and it was a gathering for harmonica players, and they had great harmonica players in Montreal. I had a good friend there, Benjamin, that he's one of the good harmonica players in Montreal, and he teaches harmonica. He has a YouTube channel. He is a fantastic harmonica player, and he arranged everything for like invite the guests. And once he invited Hohner Levy to that event, and that was great. Yeah, that was great. And also we had Jason Rosenblatt.
He's also from Canada, is that true?
Yeah, he is living in Montreal. He's a great player. Yeah, his style is like the Hohner Levy. Most of the time he plays jazzy, bluesy tunes on Diatonic harmonica.
I gotta ask him to join the stream. Yeah, that would be exciting. There would be like a big jazz battle.
But here in Ontario, I moved here to Ontario, but the harmonica community is not that strong like Montreal, because Montreal is the city of art and music in Canada, you know. And there are many great musicians or artists that are living there. But here, I couldn't find a good community for playing harmonica or make the new harmonica player friends. That's the difference. I don't know if someone that right now is watching this video and is from Toronto, he or she can reach out me, and we can play some tunes some days or in some places together.
That's exciting. I mean, the whole YouTube streaming world, and maybe Discord servers and maybe Facebook groups, and all that adds up, and I think it's very important for the development of the instrument.
Because
I'm very excited in general.
Because the community is small, and we need to do more to just expand the community. As you know, guitar electric invented after the harmonica. So the harmonica is older than guitar electric, but the
Yeah.
guitar electric players are richer than harmonica players. We have many rich guitar players all around the world, but on harmonica, it's not that same story, because I don't know why. Maybe the harmonica community should work better, or harmonica companies should work better to just expand the industry. But right now, I'm not, you agree with me or no, but I think that the community is small right now.
Yeah, of course. But at the same time, there are also players that are like basically like beneath the surface that like the harmonica world doesn't even really know of, but they are successful. Maybe like only doing studio work for country songs and stuff, but you don't see them on stage and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe I can get some of them on the stream.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
yeah, I think all the information about you. I hope I made sure that I linked everything. So
Yeah,
the first link is your website with the information on House of the Rising Sun and the Persian song with the tabs and stuff, and all your other social media links follow. What's like the best way to follow you and your work? Like, should they go on Instagram, or
yeah,
can
I have.
people listen to your music on Spotify or on YouTube? What's the best platform?
I don't have the Spotify channel yet, but I'm willing to make one.
Okay,
But yeah, normally I put my music on my YouTube channel, and some other activities on my Instagram. So the best way to follow me is my Instagram, or my website, or my YouTube channel.
nice. Okay, yeah. Thank you so much for everybody tuning in from everywhere. So many no, not questions, so many languages also in the chat. And yeah, the next Hohner live stream will be no, not next week. It will be next month. I think on September 8th. I'm not sure. With Tomlin Leckie, also a great harmonica teacher, with a big following on YouTube. I'm excited about that. And also let me know who else could be on this stream. Just write it into the chat.
Yeah, you have to invite Benjamin Tremblay. I send you the link to their profile so you can invite them, because he is super active in Montreal, and he just organized all the events. He's a great player.
Okay,
And yeah, and maybe, or for sure, Jason Rosenblunt, because
that would be
he's a
great.
great player as well. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can invite them. And if I found some other harmonica players here in Canada, I'll send you the link so you can invite them and have their like point of view about the harmonica, and skill
nice. Yeah,
sharing, and then their experience and what they think about the harmonica.
yeah.
Because in Montreal, that the thing was great that they have the Irish roots and the European roots. So yeah, and you can you can hear the French music, gypsy jazz, French music, jazz music, or Irish music in Montreal most of the time, because they have the roots. And they're very great player. Andra, I forgot the name. He had a panel of wood and just foot tapping and playing the Irish harmonica like
Okay.
with the foot. Yeah, he was a great player, and I liked the style that he was playing the harmonica and the Irish harmonica. That was great. Yeah, there are too many harmonica players that they are living there, and maybe they you can invite them for your next live streams.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I will check them out. Oh, there's a comment by Armand. Play a little blues. I will play a little blues if you tune in tomorrow. I do the daily stream at 6 p.m. Central European Summer Time. If you get back to me then, I will play a blues for you. So yeah, perfect. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Iman, for your time. And
Thank you for having me here.
hope to see every one of you very soon. If you're speaking German, or if you want to understand or want to learn or understand the language of music, you can tune in to my everyday live stream. I'm also planning to do something like weekly in English, but I'm still planning to do so. So I will let you know. And the next
So you do
Hohner
your
live,
streams in German, right?
yeah, the daily ones. Yeah.
Okay, you have a daily schedule for live streams.
Yeah, exactly.
And you teach the stuffs.
Hmm?
And you teach like the jazz music and the blues music.
Well, everything. I think like today we did Pastime Paradise, another Stevie Wonder song. So yeah, everything like that pops up, just like also like taking notice of the recordings that are being uploaded to the Discord server, or like listening tips and stuff. So sometimes I don't even plan what we're gonna do. So and
Yeah,
sometimes
but
we are
your
just
audience-
watching videos on YouTube. So can be everything.
But sometimes you can use your audience because they tell you that
Yeah, exactly.
what they need. Yeah, what they need and what they want to know. I also have a YouTube channel that normally I teach harmonica in Farsi, but maybe in the near future I start teaching harmonica in English, chromatic harmonica, because there
Yeah.
are too many channels that they are teaching the diatonic harmonica. But I think I can start teaching the chromatic harmonica in English. I don't know when, but I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
So a lot of options to learn. Perfect. So everyone have a great evening, great day, wherever you are. And
Yeah.
see you very soon. Gotta
Thank
get
you
this right.
everyone for watching
Bye-bye.
us. Thank you for having me. Bye.